What's up, everybody? How you all doing? I'm the Titan. This is Titan Plays. Today we're going to have a real quick look at Monster Hunter Rise, see how we interact with the environment, how we move around, and check it out. Roll that clip. This is Monster Hunter Rise gameplay. It's still in development, so we've got to see how it goes, but let's have a quick... The main point is to see how it moves, how we interact, how the HUD works, everything like that. First thing I've got to mention is the camps. Brought over from Monster Hunter World. Personally, I like it. I know it's real decisive. Some people do like it, some people don't. I like the idea of changing. I'm not going to lie, how many times I have gone into a hunt, decided, yeah, I'm going to give out Lance a go, I'm going to give out Bowgun, and yeah, didn't work out, switched back to my main, normally a longsword. Yes, I know, no judgment. Have a quick look inside. You get to see your weapons on display, which is real cool. You got your Palamute and your Palico sitting real nice. I'm assuming you're going to be able to change their set out and load up here. In Monster Hunter World, you had a little setup area of the Palico on their own, which we don't appear to see in this. So, does that mean we can't change them, or is it going to be part of it? Really looking forward to seeing the UI here done in English just to know what's going on. Let's go outside the camp, look around. That looks like it could be a cooking pot on the left hand side where the character's heading over to now, is it? Yeah, there it is. Does that mean I'm fairly certain we get to eat on quest again? Is that how we're going to do it? There's a item box just in front of us on the left hand side as well. I assume that's going to be the items that are given to you as always. That was a great little shot of the wire bug. What I really like about the wire bug on this game is the fact that you don't need to hook onto anything. You don't have to like hook onto the rock or anything. It is literally just goes out and does its own little thing. You can wire bug anywhere. That is going to make it real interesting. I'm loving the Y-Bug movement, the freedom it gives you, the fact being able to jump around and explore absolutely everything. It gives a real verticality to this game. Being able to jump up on top of the roof and explore like that, the Palamute and the Palico follow you. It's gonna add a real interest to it. It's getting pretty excited for this. This is a pretty interesting little feature. I don't know how much it's going to interact, whether it's just for kind of hunter entertainment or not, but being able to interact with the Palico and the Palamute, play with them, stroke them. If it's just a small kind of simple side thing, I don't think it's going to get used that much, to be honest, after the initial novelty wears off. But we'll have to see how that goes. One thing I've also got to talk about is the dual blades he's got. I absolutely love the fact that they've changed it so one fits inside the other one, he holds it upside down, makes it look much more like a real, actual functional weapon, much more believable and real interesting. So, is it. Yeah, we're about to go on actual exploration, sliding down as always. I wonder if this is going to mean we've got sliding attacks on top, like we had in Monster Hunter World, when you slide down a ramp, particularly with the Great Sword, you could do the charge slide coming off the jump. That'll be real interesting to see if they bother to bring that back as well. I know they have brought some world-based elements back, but we're really not quite sure how it's going to work, how it's going to interact the same. I mean, I think what we really need to talk about at this point is the UI. Look at that user interface. It is splendid. The map, we can zoom in, as we can see there. It shows everything at once. It shows the monsters moving around on it, so you know what's going on. If you zoom in, you can see all little gathering spots, everything that could be interesting to you, everything like that. We've got the radial wheel back, which is going to make sharpening, moving, and everything so much easier than having to flick through constantly trying to find it. I love on the left hand side, you got the little, what appears to be the target monster, showing whether it's been done or not. That should be interesting. Top right, we can see the monsters that are currently in the field. It's a bit like when you're doing a expedition in the research area of Monster Hunter World. You kind of always, once you've spotted something, you know what's there, so you know it's moving. This is the introduction of a guy we like. This is, I can't remember his name. It's the one of the new monsters. It looks like a turtle crossed with a platypus. He should be real interesting. My thoughts personally, he's going to be one of your low level, possibly mid tier monsters to hunt. He's not going to be an endgame monster. He's not going to be causing any real challenge. We're going to be hunting him within the first couple of hours. And I reckon he's probably, depending on what the stats like, he's going to be one of the entry level armors that people will be using just to get their stats up a bit. A lot of the plant life and stuff here, it looks a lot again like World, where I'm not entirely sure if it is the same. That looks like the healing vitality flower in World. Where it has the same effects in this game or not, can't really say for sure. What we've just noticed as well, picked up an extra wire bugs charge, which I do believe is a temporary one. So once you've used it, it's gone and over. But other than that, it does give you the option for a third move. You can see a bug floating in the sky there. I'm not sure. That looks like it could be another wire bug, is it? No, that's some sort of boosting bug. Oh, there's a little thing for the endemic life to show up what it is and how they've caught it. That flower looks like a vitality flower. Or, I mean, there's definitely something going on with it. Oh, this is, as I remember now, this is the Great Wire Bug, I believe it's called. And as you can see, digs it up. It allows like one great move for extra traversal, moving at great height and speed. Look at that, it gets right to the top of the cliff. And there's a crab there, it looked on the left, or maybe is it one of the bug type monsters? It's hard to say, you don't get a great view of it. This is, gotta love the open explorability of it. That's going to make a huge extension to how everything goes. No loading times, no hiding. It's going to make it much more quicker, much more fluid. Doesn't seem to be, I don't know if this is because of the basic build, but it doesn't seem to me to be quite as many monsters around, like the smaller ones like your Kelby and Moss Swine, Velociprey, that type of thing. Not as many sitting around as there used to be in the older games. Whether they fill more in, it's just a test build. I don't know how it's going to work, but definitely doesn't appear to have as much. Okay, so that was a small review of some of the footage we have seen for Monster Hunter Rise, taken from, I believe, Tokyo Game Show. We'll have to check that. It's looking real good. I'm getting excited. I've already got my pre-order in. We will start covering more. We'll try and get some videos out on the weapons, movement, everything else we can get covered. We'll see what we can find and look forward to the next one. If you've enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, leave a friendly comment, leave an angry comment. Doesn't really matter. It's all good for the algorithms. See you next time. This is Titan Plays, signing out.